This polar play ice bar looks very cool.
Yeah, and Cory's got his big coat on, and he's ready to explore this whole idea in Scottsdale. Hey, buddy.
Oh my gosh, yeah, well, it's all going to end up over in Scottsdale, but we're getting all of the pieces put together for the Polar Play Ice Bar right here in an undisclosed location near the 17. But Mark Armitage is with us, and Mark, you know all things cold. This is your world. You're like the Mr. Freeze of the valley.
It is freezing.
Yeah, it is. Well, let's look over your shoulder here and give folks an idea of what we're looking at. This looks like a pool of just beautiful, crystal clear water, but there's an ice. Well, ice is forming in there, right? And you've got some pretty cool stuff in there. What's the arrangement here? What's going to happen when this is all done?
Well, we start with clean water that freezes from the bottom up. It's circulating with this pump here. It pushes all the air out, so the ice stays clear. That's what does it. That is the #1 question I get.
So this is why our ice in our refrigerators at home is not clear. It's got a cloudy look.
This is the top of the ice right here.
So you're touching the top of the ice. Your hand can't go down any farther because it's so clear we can't even tell. But let me I can't see the label, but I have a feeling I know what you've frozen in there. I think you've probably gone with maybe Leif Garrett.
No.
Partridge Family?
No.
Bobby Sherman?
No, not even close.
David Cassidy, solo career?
Wow, you're getting closer.
I love it. So this is going to be so great looking. What else do you have suspended in ice over here?
Just some things that look a little rock and roll like. Mm-hmm. Some guitar picks, a microphone. We have some other rock and roll albums and some other tanks.
Love that. Well, let's go on in and see where the action happens. Now, once the blocks are fully frozen, gosh, I don't want to get in here for too long, Mark. Come on, come with me. I'm kind of a crybaby when it comes to the cold. Did you grow up in a cold climate?
I grew up in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. Well, this is your life then. Whoa, these are impressive tools, like the monster Dremels you've got going there.
These are special tools, special bits that are designed specifically for playing with ice. We have different chainsaws, different size chains for them. We have crazy bits. Bits that are lethal. They're lethal.
Yeah, they look lethal. Well, let's start small then. Okay. Buffing out the cactus.
Yeah,
nice.
We'll round it off a little bit.
I love this.
We'll give it some texture. This won't take longer than this bit, but
wow. So how many blocks went into this cactus?
This is, say, 1, 2, 3 blocks of ice.
Where do you learn your trade? Did you grow up in this kind of a world? Was your dad saying, "Hey, keep shoveling, son"? What are you doing out there?
I didn't touch ice until I lived in California.
Uh-huh.
And then when I moved out here 20 or so years ago, I found out that people would pay me to actually carve ice. And I thought, this is cool. I did it part-time. I was a chef for what, 25 years, something like that. And
well, I think you must get a lot of satisfaction out of watching people's reaction when they see your sculptures when they're revealed, because none of us can do this. This is something only a real master can accomplish.
Do this.
I don't feel confident. Well, all right. Here, let's.
You want to try it? I'll take
tools.
this. You
now,
take that.
Is there any way this can get away from me?
You don't put your hand near that part. That's all.
Okay, that makes sense.
Just go up and down. There you go. Look at that. See, you could do this.
This is addictive.
Yeah, you could do this. That is the safest tool. The only one I would put in your hands.
All right, well, we're going to swing things back to...
Here, you take this. I'll take that.
We're going to trade back?
Yeah, because you...
I knew it couldn't last.
Yeah,
all right. Understood. Well, this is the kind of artistry that we're talking about here, Troy. Celeste.
Yeah, that's nice.
I love this.
And I was impressed with your skills too, Cor.
Ah, well, what's that?
More noise?
Yeah, more noise is good. Well, they don't let me into the fine stuff, Troy. I'm more of a big block man, as we say in the trades.
Oh.
When you get down to the details, you need a guy like Mark.
I have a question, Cory.
Yeah, Troy.
So
I knew you would. Go ahead.
well, you know, I'm interested. So that cactus he's carving right now, that's going to stay frozen for like ever. That doesn't go to a party and melt because one of those arms coming off would like take somebody out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, the Polar Play ice bar is kept at about 23 degrees.
Oh, so it never melts.
So they go through bartenders pretty rapidly. But nothing ever melts over there. Now, I suppose if they lose power, they better have a generator. But look at Mark go. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
really
we'll meet the
beautiful.
owner of the bar and find out what his plans are for the new look coming up in a few minutes.
That's neat.
All right,
Stuff,
Cory.
Cor.
Great job.
That was interesting.
That is like artwork.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
and what a skill.
Beautiful.
Cory is with an ice sculptor making new pieces for the Polar Play Ice Bar in Scottsdale.
Yeah, and these are that wing core that he was creating. These are so beautiful.
I know. It's amazing. That kind of artistry is so fun to see up close. And yeah, we've got that's Mark Armitage. He's the one doing all the hard work. We're looking at some of his tanks here where they're freezing rock and roll related memorabilia inside these crystal clear blocks of ice. And it'll all be available and easy to see. Oh, look. This is Eddie Badillo. He runs the joint over there. Give us the full name of your establishment so I don't mess it up.
So it's called Polar Play Ice Bar at Odyssey in the Desert.
Gotcha. Let's head on inside and see what Mark's up to. And folks may be familiar with the name of your restaurant and your bar because you've been open for a while, but this is a total revamp now of the concept, and you've gone full rock and roll, it looks like.
Absolutely. If you were there about a year and a half ago, it's completely different. So we're really, really excited for the relaunch in about a week and a half.
And for those who've never been, how do you describe the place to people?
It's 23 degrees, you know, ice cold. We've got tons of crazy, cool ice sculptures in there. Tons of places for you to take pictures and have fun with your group.
Well, I love what Mark is up to here, and you know, we were talking off camera about the challenges of running an establishment like yours.
Sure.
You know, things melt. That doesn't happen, you know, at Pizza Hut.
Right. I mean, the great thing is I got Mark right down the road. So, I mean, anytime we start getting ready with sculptures that are, you know, starting to deteriorate, we give him a call. He comes in and refreshes them up, or we get a new idea to make some new ice.
And you've got sort of two sides of the restaurant and the bar, right? There's a warmer side.
Right.
So everyone doesn't have to come in a parka, right?
Yeah, so when you get real cold, you can go out to the warming hut and hang out and relax, you know, and kind of warm up. And then we have some food and nice hot cocoa and obviously alcoholic beverage as well.
Gotcha. Well, I'm sure that you really play off the icy cold feel. You must have a sluice of some kind of, are you pouring vodka down channels of ice, all that stuff?
Yeah, sometimes we have luges in there. You know, obviously we have the bartenders there. We have a bar inside the ice bar as well. They're free to make cocktails for you as well.
How fun. And when do you think you're going to be opening up?
Hopefully in about a week and a half. That's our goal.
Very good. Polar Play Ice Bar at Odyssey in the Desert. Man, it is going to be great. Mark, you should hear the compliments coming your way from my co-anchors back there. So impressive. Now, I could never do this. I'm always impressed with how sculptors can translate something out of their brains into something that's three-dimensional like that. Do you already have this tucked into your head, or do you just dive in and see what happens?
I have to plan it. I do plan it. It doesn't free flow all the time.
Well, it really shows as beautiful work. Thanks. And how can people get in touch with you if they want to get something like this going at their own home? Or
I have a website,
which is
armitageIce.com.
ARMITAGE, ArmitageIce.com. Very good. And come see Eddie and the gang over at Polar Play at Odyssey in the Desert, opening up in just a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. That's it for us. We're going to go warm up.
I bet.
Does he ever eat that ice, I wonder, Cor? He probably can't hear me. You know, eat the ice that's shaved
What
off?
was that, Celeste?
Does he ever eat the ice, you know, that's shaved off of the sculptor?
Are you an ice eater? Celeste wants to know.
Ice eater?
Yeah. Eddie says sort of. He makes those ice balls for whiskey and cool cubes and all.
Yeah.
That's very
Mark Webb.
manly.
That
the
is
single cube.
It is very manly.
Isn't it,
Needs one cube. I'm good.
Could you two stop talking so I can warm up?
Thank you, Cory.
Bye, Cor.